Okay, I just got off one of my favorite episodes yet with a new friend, Dylan Brady. He happens to be on my weekly soccer team in Nashville, but we recently got to connect over music for one of the first times, and he really brought so much energy into the conversation around his artistry, how it's evolving, how he's balancing songwriting and being in between pub deals, and how to really channel that inner creativity and believe in himself. It is so phenomenal. He's a great artist. You should just check him out now before you even check out the episode and listen to his album like I did. He really has some hit songs in there, and he's gonna have more too. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the next hour, and I hope you get a lot out of it. Enjoy. It's been one of those things where Hill would say the same thing. We love making music in the house with these people, and we had just at the time recorded both like EPs with Monroe and his friends, so like a lot of veterans, which is really, really fun. And we got them on the podcast. You see a decent amount of them on the podcast, like the first couple of episodes.
Right.
And then, and so we saw, wow, this is like a great just opportunity to have a conversation, to meet new people, to network, and but also just to showcase people behind the songs.
Right.
Whether they're an artist, songwriter like you, or a producer in the industry. Tomorrow we're having Rusty Gadsden.
Yeah.
So just like all over the place, but understanding the creative in the industry, their purpose.
Right.
We like to know the story, whatever. And also just like promote, like if there's anything like you want to talk about specifically, let's totally bring that up. I have things I want to talk about. Lucky for me, obviously we're on a soccer team together.
I was just about to say, we're going to talk about...
Are you ready for tonight?
Dude, I hurt my heel. Oh.
No, yeah, this USA game.
USA game. I was going to say, today's Wednesday. We don't have a game tonight. Yeah, dude, it's the only thing that's been keeping me going is watching the World Cup.
Yeah.
But are we going to talk about what happened in indoor?
Oh, which one? Which time?
When you threw it over the top and I scored the best goal of my life.
Yeah, that was nuts.
At the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
Yeah. Wait till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Are you going to go see the game tonight anywhere?
Honestly, I'm such an old man that I'm probably going to watch it at home.
I'm probably going to do the same.
Like, I went, when USA played Australia, I went with some friends to, I'm like an old man. I don't go to bars. Like,
Same.
Like such an old man. And my buddy was like, we're going to, I think it was Odie's in Midtown, to the outside. And it was so hot. And, like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I love all these people, but I'm like, I can be home right now, not sweating and not fusing my butt to a plastic chair right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I moved to Nashville, which was in 2020, I definitely got the itch to go out all the time. It was almost like a way of life. I was single back then too, and
right.
But I'm so glad I got a different looking life.
Bro, also like my fiance Abbey, like she's the same way. Like we love our people, but like I'd rather us just all hang out at a house than like go somewhere where I can't hear you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm also, once again, I'm an old man. So I know not every 27-year-old feels that way, but I just do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Yeah, your episode, I think you're going to be episode 18.
Sick. Good number.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. And we'll probably go for like 45 minutes to an hour. If it goes longer, great. If that works, great. If not, I kind of like to keep it 45. We used to do an hour and a half. But we'll keep it to around then.
Okay, cool. I can talk for an hour and a half, though.
I bet. After 2 coffees in.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, what's so funny, like, we're on a soccer team together, but I don't even know where you're from. Like, I get to know the whole origin story.
I was trying to make a joke about being like, yeah, I'm from Argentina, and now I'm playing for the U.S. the Argentina national team. No, I'm from Long Island, New York. I have no Long Island accent whatsoever.
I was not going to guess that.
No, it's actually so funny because like I'll have sessions, and if it's somebody new, you know, we'll get to know each other and ask where each other are from. And when I say Long Island, I'm always like, yeah, I don't have a Long Island accent. And they're like, yeah, you don't. And then I tell a story about my best friend growing up, Dominic Gaudio, who has the most Long Island accent. He's so Italian. he just had a nephew named Marcello Giuseppe Gaudio who looks like he's from the mob. And so, like, my whole life, all my friends were Long Island accents, but I just didn't get it. Like, and my dad grew up in the house I grew up in Long Island. None of us have it. Like,
wow.
And it's such a strong accent. Like
yeah.
It's like, you know, it's Long Island, coffee, water. And
you can talk it.
I just don't have it. So, yeah, I'm from Long Island, but probably the least Long Island guy you've ever met.
I get that. I'm from Georgia, like mid-South Georgia, so.
And you have a Long Island accent.
You know it, and I'm not going to even try.
Yeah, exactly.
But my draw will come out for sure.
Will
certain words.
Wait, like when?
Man, I don't know. It's just random.
Like when Abbey's from Texas, and like when she like, it's so cliche, but like when she like gets mad or something, or like frustrated, she's like, "Baby."
Yeah.
And I'm
maybe
like,
it's the emotion.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's my Texas girl right there. You know.
There's a song in that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I it's probably, you know what? It's mostly when I go back.
Interesting.
Because I'm with
like
my
when
family.
you're around everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like if I'm talking about my mom with my mom about what we're gonna make tonight for food for dinner.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
Where in Georgia are you from?
Like Macon, Georgia.
Okay, cool.
Just south of Atlanta.
I drive through Macon.
Yeah. That's what people say.
Yeah. Is that what they say?
Yeah, people are like, "Oh yeah, I go through."
Yeah, I see that exit when I'm driving somewhere down there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually just north of Macon, kind of in the woods, which is nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I miss home for
So
sure.
were you really like a country boy?
I did. Yeah, I grew up fishing, hunting. I still do. I was talking to Carl. You know Carl Michael?
Yeah.
He loves fishing, which I never would have guessed.
You know what is so funny is I am such a bad fisherman. I love fishing. Yes. I never fished growing up, and then all of a sudden, I had a friend back in a couple years ago, and I would just fish on their lake, and I'm like, I'm terrible. I might catch the smallest fish in the entire pond or entire lake. Mm-hmm. It's like golf. I'm so bad at golf, but that one hit and that one catch, I'm like, I'll come back tomorrow.
Well, there's like meditation in fishing and in golf.
Oh
too.
yeah, 100%.
Like there's focus, but like
angry meditation.
Yeah, but like fishing, man, when it hits. There's nothing like it. Or if you bring a friend and you get to see them catch something.
100%. I have one of my best friends who I'm sure we'll talk about today. He's my favorite collaborator and truly one of my best friends in the world. His name's Stu Walker.
Okay.
He's from Canada. Just built like a Greek god. And so he and I next to each other is just so funny. I open Abbey's car door every time, and I accidentally opened his car door the other day, and it just looked so funny. He's like, "Are you opening my car door?" It's just this man, you know? But Stu loves fishing. I don't really know how much he even fished growing up, but he just got a fishing rod, and so we've been going. He bought me a rod and bought me a fishing hat to go with him. And so, speaking of the meditation, dude, like, we're actually probably going to go in the next few days again, but we went a couple weeks ago. And, like, it wasn't as hot as it is, like, today, but it was, like, just enough where, like, I'm sitting in the sun out there, and I'm just like, I could be here forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't catch one fish that day, but I was just like, I could be here for good, dude.
Whenever I think about fishing, I think about going down to Florida with my dad, and we just be like inshore fishing, and
I thought you said in shorts fishing.
In
I was like,
in shorts
cool,
too.
Great detail.
Well, because like there's offshore fishing, like
right.
And I just like every time I think about meditation, but I think about like the rods that we're not using that are like standing up, like the backup rods.
Right.
The wind hitting the fishing line, and then hearing the, like, you know, it's like a.
Right.
And it's just like, to me, like that, for some reason, that noise brings me peace.
It's like real life ASMR.
Yeah. Man, I miss that. I need to go with my dad. He actually just went.
Oh, did he?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I'm so bad at it, but I love it. I had a writing retreat a couple weeks ago, and we were on Old Hickory Lake.
Nice. That's where, I live right on, pretty much on it. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
I wish I was on it.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We wish we were on it right now. But yeah, we were on Old Hickory Lake, and we must have just been like right by the honey hole, because like I threw, and once again, there's luck to it, but also I'm like, people somehow get good at it at the same time. You know what I mean? The line goes in, the second it goes in, pull the fish right out. And I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever experienced.
There is a feel to it too.
Yeah, I haven't found it yet, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I respect the. I had a couple of friends who were competitive fishermen.
Really?
Yeah, that still do it, and they're incredible, and they have the feel. They.
Yeah, it's like that. And once I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. I've fished like 20 times in my life, but like in those 20 times, it's like I see, like I've fished with buddies who can really fish, and like they got that, like it's the little like vibration of their hand, and I'm like, I just don't have the Morse code of it yet, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I still love it. I mean, I grew up doing the hunting, fishing, still do.
Loving every day.
Hunting, fishing, loving it, climb tree. And yeah, I still go back to it, but when I was in high school, my producer now, I asked him if I could go and like just shadow him in Nashville, because I had to do like a senior project before I graduated. Yeah. And man, that just opened my eyes to Nashville. It was like the first time I was there, and it wasn't like it wasn't Broadway. Right. It was, here's
the Mumbrian.
That's so good. Yeah, it was just like random, like got to meet different engineers, producers, labels, like just who he worked with, got to understand like, hey, at that time it was like, ooh, streaming, like iTunes is streaming, like, whoa, what happened, you know, or like being able to buy a single on iTunes, and now, you know, it's crazy evolved, but it's really neat to see that. And so I ended up coming back to Nashville every now and then, did some internships in college. That's where I met Alex T. At Olay.
Oh yeah, I remember telling me. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. And then did a little like radio internship at Universal, and so I just started like, that was like my like origin story to Nashville. Really, like I just found my community up here. I loved it. But it was just like very subtle. It wasn't like I'm made to do this. Like it was just over time that
Interesting.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know.
Did you even know about the music industry as a kid?
No. I knew Daddy Let Me Drive by Alan Jackson. That's about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it really just kind of found its way to you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. Monroe, he was my mom's friend from high school. Wow. And I was like, hey, I want to do some senior project. And I can thank my mom, because she said, wait, I'm going to reach out to Monroe and you can talk to him and see if that's what you want to do. Right. And ever since then, I got hooked.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't told you this, but I probably should have by now. I don't know if you realize, you have like the kindest, like, the only word that's coming to mind right now is aura ever. Like, whenever I show up to soccer, I'm like, Will and I don't know each other super well yet, but every time I see you, I'm like, wow, he just like exudes kindness.
Thanks, man.
You really do. That. Like, one thing that stuck out to me, I remember I think it was the first time you subbed for us. One of the first times. In passing, you just like told me how great the record was. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he didn't have to do that. And like, I remember that every time I see you. I'm like, how kind was that to just, you know, it's like, we didn't know each other super well. You didn't have to say that. And like, and it doesn't even have to be just that. That's like just one example. But just like every time I see you, I'm like, what a like.
Likewise, man.
What a good guy.
Likewise.
It's so rare how like a lot of guys our age are just douchebags. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, it's hard to like find good dudes. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be, but it is. Yeah. And so I like cherish that. I love like, whether it's somebody that I get to see all the time or not, I'm just like, that just goes such a long way for me.
I mean, likewise, man. And even just like the soccer team, I don't know everybody super well, but there's a good energy.
I don't know everybody's name. I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've forgotten people's names. I'm terrible with names. But like, I live in Mount Juliet. Some of those drives are like 40 plus minutes.
Yeah, dude.
I love it though, because it's just, A, I love soccer, but B, y'all are a great group of people, and it seems like, I mean, a great soccer team too, and it's just been really fun to hang out with y'all.
Dude, it's so fun. Like, I was also playing hockey. I have stopped since because it's just too expensive, and I got hurt, and I was just like, I don't want to go get punched in the face at 11:30 at night, you know? But the soccer team and the hockey team, after, because I'd written that record about my breakup in 2024, was quite literally the only, sounds so sad, but it's true, like the only thing I looked forward to every week, and it got me through so much, because it's like,
dude, I didn't even know you were going through that at that time.
I know. You could see it in the goals I was putting up. I was angry. Actually, the night of the breakup, I had a hockey game, and it sounds so arrogant, but I promise you it's not. But I get to the game, and a few of the guys knew that, like, you're gonna take it out on the ice tonight. I scored 6 goals that night, and we had to get bumped up a league because of that. So truly, my therapist talks about, he calls them swings, because it has to do with, he used a metaphor about, or an analogy about, the show Alone, where people are like out in the woods, literally alone.
Oh yeah.
And he told this story, I'll make it quick, but he told this story about this guy who like clearly was like gonna win it, and he had a piece of wood and a rope, and you'd expect him to make a fishing rod, speaking of fishing, or use it to make a trap, or use it to make something. But he's alone in the middle of nowhere, and he turned it into a swing and started swinging on it and laughing like a little kid, because he knew when he's all he needs to do is survive. He remembered he needed to be a person or be a human. And so like for me, like, he's talked about finding my swings. And so like it's soccer and hockey each week, and anything that makes me feel like that, which is not a lot other than soccer, and it's like the thing that like, this industry is really hard, whether it's the ups and downs of it or the financial side of it, any of it. And it's like, I know that when I'm running after a ball or Will is throwing me a long ball over the top and I'm attempting a bicycle kick, I'm not thinking about anything else but that at that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, and it's also just a great group of people.
So true.
It's enough competition where I get a little,
Throwback
get that
vibe.
kick.
Yeah.
And then also it's like, not too serious, where like when somebody else is taking it too serious, I'm like, take the ball. I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's truly the highlight of my week,
Yeah. Same. I've missed the past couple of games just being out of town. And so I'm definitely ready to get back.
Yeah.
And see everybody. But I'm glad to be on your team, glad to know you and get to know you, man. Like, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So you're from New York.
Yeah.
When did you fall in love with music?
About a week ago.
And then fell back out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good question. My parents, it doesn't make much sense, but my parents say I was trying to sing before I could talk, which I think was just baby noises. But it's always been in my house. My dad plays. He never did it professionally, but he still plays. Like I'm helping him like learn Logic right now. I just produced his first song that came out a couple months ago, and he's working on a kids record right now. And so it's always been in the house and
giving back moment.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. No, he does a lot for me. I'm happy to do it. But yeah, it's always been in the house. My dad was always playing shows in our town and singing to my brother and then I have a twin brother as well.
Okay.
And we did music together for a while growing up. Yeah, called the Brady Brothers.
That's nice.
Dude, it's the cringiest videos on the internet. It was middle school, high school, and there's no music industry in Long Island, so the Brady Brothers kind of became the music industry of Long Island, and I was on Disney Channel a little bit, and we toured a little bit back then, and I had horrific skinny jeans on, and so it's just always been a part of my life. And my brother ended up leaving the Brady Brothers right before we graduated high school. He's truly brilliant. He's a veterinarian. He's a veterinarian with a neurology specialty, so he is truly brilliant. And so my brother's really good at so many things. He's incredibly brilliant, as I've said 4 times in the last 10 seconds. Amazing athlete, amazing musician, kind of had all the choices, and for me, like, this was kind of the only thing I've ever done. I have been singing, as I said, as long as I can remember. My first instrument was drums. I loved Phil Collins because he played drums and sang, and wrote to Phil when I was 8. He wrote back singing in my studio, and I couldn't tell you more than 2 Phil Collins songs, but once I found out he played drums and sang, I became obsessed back then. And I started playing guitar in high school, and it's just truly been the only thing I've ever done that, like, I knew I just have always known what I wanted to do. And one of the things that, like, I've actually noticed over my time doing it professionally, for the past just about 10 years now, because I moved to Nashville in 2016, so August will be 10 years.
Congrats. That's cool.
Thanks, bro. I've really proven to be a 10-year town.
Yeah.
But one of the things I've noticed is like, I definitely go through ups and downs of like, just the stress of it, whether it's, as I said earlier, just the ups and downs of emotionally or financially, all the things. But like, even when like I'm at my lowest as far as like my confidence or whatever it is, like one thing that I have not lost, that I have seen other people lose, and this is not me tooting my own horn, but it's just a observation I've made, is like, I still get so excited making music. Like, I wrote a song yesterday with my buddy Stu. I talked about, and my other buddy Matt Hall. Well, this is a story for later, but I ended up spilling tea all over my computer, so I need to go to Apple today. So I didn't end up getting to finish the demo last night. Oh, no. Yeah, like really bad. But we're writing this song, and I'm just like yelling, freaking out. I'm like, this is so good, like just freaking out. And like, I get to work with so many people, and I know so many people love it, but I can see in the people that have been doing it this long or longer, sometimes it's like, it becomes a job. And of course it's a job, but like, I truly still get so excited. Like, I get so jazzed.
Is that your favorite part
about
music? Is like
Hands
in
down.
The room, like when something
Hands
happens
down.
like that?
Hands down. I was listening to a podcast the other day with Hardy on it. And, Hardy's doing it at an incredible level. The shows he's playing, the records he's sold, the awards he's won, all of it. And he even said himself, he's like, nothing better than being in the room. Like, nothing better, dude. Like, I love playing shows. I love meeting people. I love getting to sing. I love all of it. But like, or not but, and on top of that, dude, like being in that room and creating something from scratch and something that did not exist before. I was literally writing yesterday, and my dog got his balls cut off a few days ago, so like he's in the room and he's just like high out of his mind, and I'm like laying with him, and like I'm on the floor of my studio yesterday with my two buddies, and I literally said to them, I'm like, what other job gets to do this? Like, I get to lay with my dog and write a ripper with my friends, dude. Yeah. And once again, that is all up and down, but I just get so excited and so like nerdy about it, and there's just truly like it is so fulfilling when like you get to like, I get to, my fiance does music as well, I get to come home, we live in the same house, but like come downstairs from the studio and be like, look what I made today. It's just, I love it so much.
I'm with you on that. I don't make music full time, maybe one day, but I do love, the reason I love it so much and I want to spend my free time doing it is for the same reason that you said. Thinking about like my purpose with music coming here and how it's evolved over the past 5 years, it went from this urge to feel like I need to do everything myself. I need to play bass. I need to I need to engineer the song. And, I need to think about every word. I have the final say on the lyric. It's really weird. It's like really selfish.
Right.
It went from there to, wait, why am I doing that? I found my team. I found my people.
Right.
And I want to write with new people. I want to make the team bigger.
Right.
Like, whether it's writing a song for myself or for somebody we don't know yet.
Right.
I live for the moments in the room where people are literally jumping up and down looking like kids again.
Dude, 100%.
That's it. I love that you said that, because I was going to ask you, like, what's your favorite part about music? Like, what's your purpose? And we can get to that even more.
Right.
But, like, you kind of nailed it on the head. Just no matter what, even through the ups and downs, there's this, like, peace of mind and joy in the room.
Right.
In secret.
Right.
It's not just like the shows and the lights. It's this, like, it's not only in secret. It's like, it's personal.
Oh,
there are questions. It's there. Sometimes it's therapy.
100%.
But that's beautiful. Being able to like put conversations and questions into songs, and then sometimes pivoting them, like when you didn't know it was about to pivot.
Right.
Like that's.
Oh, like dude, and it's that thing I said of like creating something that did not exist 4 hours before that is mind blowing to me. Mm-hmm. Like, what other job just poof?
Yeah.
From like nothing, it wasn't there before. Like, oh, dude, I am so passionate about it, and I love what you said about the therapy of it. And on top of that, like, I think this is kind of a misconception with writing. Like, I think about like, and it's to nobody's fault if you're not in it, you don't know it. You know, I know nothing about accounting, right? Because I'm not in it. But like when my friends, even the ones that are closest to me that understand what I do, they're like, so do you write the melody or the lyric? And I'm like, all of it. That's where it's like, I think people don't understand how much of like, there's math, there's, you know, there's therapy, there's, you know, edits, there's all these things that go into where it's like sometimes even like the stupidest song is the hardest one to write.
Yeah.
And I just, oh dude, especially lately, like, you know, my artist project is and forever will be my priority. And I'm an artist who writes all my songs, but as of lately, I've been really trying to lean in where I'm feeling creative. And like for me lately, it's been a lot of sessions, not for me specifically in the country space, even though I don't do country as an artist anymore. And so like those days, like, you know, when I'm writing for me, it's very vulnerable and meticulous. And if it takes 17 sessions, it takes 17 sessions, or if I'm writing it by myself, whatever it is. But like, you know, for example, yesterday writing for Pitch and Country, it's like, there is still so much therapy and so much feeling to it, but it's like, I get so excited about the like formula of it, the 1 + 1 = 2. And like,
okay, let's talk about the formula for a second,
it's so
because
good.
some of the listeners might not know, like, I guess when you say math formula, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
I think about phrasing. Like I think about like the two points of phrasing. One, the actual phrase, like a turn of phrase, and also like the literal phrasing, like fitting the coolest or the most interesting or the most internal rhymes in a sentence that you can. Like I was speaking of that Hardy podcast the other day, he was explaining this to somebody, and I was just, God, he put it, like, hit the nail on the head, and he used like a Morgan Wallen song he'd written about like, there's ways you can say something and you can get the point across and say it. Or like you can find a way to like dig deeper and like say the same exact thing you're saying with 3 more internal rhymes in it, and with the emphasis. I always say, like, if we're writing something and I'm like, the emphasis is on the wrong syllable. Because it's like you're hitting it and it's like, why is that not singing right? And that math of it, of like trying to like, it's like sculpting it, and it's each line, it's each melody, it's each phrase, and all while writing to a hook that you have to, especially for like, you know, commercial country radio and commercial country stuff, or commercial pop stuff, but a lot of what I'm doing lately is commercial country radio stuff.
Right.
All while writing to the hook. Yeah. And direct is just, oh dude, it's like, it's so interesting. Like, I feel like it gets shit on, for lack of better words. Like, and I was one person that, you know, I was in a record deal where I was making country music from Long Island, so why the hell was I ever making country music as an artist? But I got burned by the genre, and I was like, yeah, I don't get inspired by that. And then I got away from it for a while. You know, I was able to make the music and am able to make the music that I feel creatively fulfilled by as an artist. But I also like have this ability outside of my artist stuff that I've been really leaning into lately, just with my time and where I'm feeling creative. And like, as I said, I was somebody that was like, no, I'm not inspired by that. And then, but the really well-written shit like that, dude, oh, the formula of it is so cool to me. Yeah. Like, it's like, it reminds me of like my cousin he's 20, he's my little cousin, but not so little anymore. He's 25, and he is a savant jazz pianist. And it is so intricate, I could not even tell you what the hell he's doing. You know, there's levels of talent, right? And he's a world above everything. And it's so intricate. But then, you know, these songs we're writing might have 4 chords, maybe 5. You put a 2 minor in there, or a 3 dom 7, just randomly to spice it up. But the intricacies are in the words and in the phrasing and in the math of it. Like, it is intricate. Yeah. And it's not just like writing a couple words down and saying that's it. And that just gets me frickin' jazzed, dude.
See, that's not a strength of mine. It's a strength of my friends.
Interesting.
And I would love to look more into... I do study lyric, and I think I kind of know when something's a real bag and a fake bag. Like, I get that. But, like, in the moment, I'm not so attuned to that.
Interesting.
I'm attuned more to... Which is what I love about having a team. It's like, okay, I play to my strengths. Of course, I'd love to be better at lyric. And I think I do bring a good lyric every now and then. 100%. When it comes to math and music... I'm so focused on the feeling of the sound of the word and when it
Right.
comes or when it ends.
That emphasis being on an emphasis,
That's
not an emphasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of more tuned to like production and arrangement about like
Right.
how production and arrangement is aligned to what's happening in the
Right.
song. There's math in there too. I think about weird things. I think about like, hey, we started on the 3 here, like
Right.
like on this verse.
That's
like,
also the math of it, 100%.
yeah, that's where it's crazy. Like I'm thinking about like, okay, we started on. Okay, we're on 1. Like we're starting on the
Right.
1
on the down.
here. Okay, now let's go into the pre. Like
Right. 100%.
like I'm like
100%.
I'm that.
Oh, yeah,
there's
dude.
like so much intention behind that.
Yeah, dude. That's the math even outside of the freaking lyric. It's
Yeah.
like there's so much to it, and it's so cool to me. And you know, interesting you say about the feeling your strong suits, and I attribute so much of what I write to all the years of in my first record deal, my first publishing deal, writing with everybody under the sun and finding people that I thought were incredible and getting to do it every single day and being like, oh, he does that. I want to learn how to do that. And being like a sponge. And then that coupled with speaking on the Dylan Brady artist stuff, this last record I wrote, I hadn't sat down to write a song by myself in like 9 years. And it only being me and having to be the guy that brings in the lyric, having to be the guy that brings in the melody, having to be the guy that brings in the idea, having to be the guy that produces it, having to do everything. And I remember when I got here, I was like, oh, I'm more of this guy, or I'm more of this guy, I'm more the melody guy, I'm more the idea guy, whatever it is. And then going in by myself too, and it was that's therapy, dude. Like writing a record that like you have to write. Like I didn't write that record for any other reason other than like I had to feel it and get it out. And I hadn't done that in 9 years either. You know, like I get to write songs every day for a living, and that's great, but it's still a job, right? Where like writing this last record for myself was just needing to write it, you know, to get the feelings out. But I attribute so much of like this creative fire I've been in the past couple months, even outside of my artist project, specifically like just writing the formula down the middle country radio. Down the middle sounds negative, but it's just like the formula of like, let's get some hit songs. Yeah. I attribute so much of that confidence to going in and writing a record for myself, to be artistic, to get it out creatively, to be like, oh shit, wait, I can do all of that.
Yeah.
Like I did that by myself. Like when I go in this room, like if somebody needs picking up on, you know, if somebody feels, you know, it's, of course you're in the room leaning on everybody's strong suits, but I'm like, I'm ready to drive right now. Like, I'm ready to bring in the idea. I'm ready to bring in the lyric. I'm ready to bring in the like, let me just, like, I feel like a lot of sessions, and when you're with another artist, you're writing for them, of course you take a back seat, but like when we're writing for pitch, I'm like ready to drive, dude. And so,
I'm with you on that.
As you can tell, I'm really excited about it right now. Like I just like, I love writing songs.
Yeah.
Like more than I think I ever have.
With your last album, that was it 2025? Or like
yes, it was 2025.
Bleeding into 2026? Right?
Relatively. So the album came out October 24th, 2025, and then I put 2 other singles that were relatively kind of deluxe versions out at the top of the year.
Lose My Mind's. It's a banger.
Bro. You know what's funny is I wrote that well before everything. I wrote that like 4 or 5 years ago.
Lose My Mind and Forgot About You. Or yeah, those 2 are cousins. I love them.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. You know what is funny about those being cousins is I also wrote both of those before the breakup, and I just felt like they were a good excuse to finally put those out because they went with the rest of the theme of the record. Lose My Mind I wrote a long time ago. I thought it was going to come out well before. I literally made merch for it, sold merch for it years ago. Never came out. And then Forgot About You, dude. That is I'm so proud of that whole record. I got to, as I said, just get out what I was feeling. And Forgot About You, as I've just said, was before I wrote all those songs. And the reason I put it on the record was because I put it out a few years ago, but I did not think it got the love it deserved, because I was like, that song is a freaking ripper. Still didn't get the love it deserved.
Hey,
but
you know what's beautiful though about today is that it still can.
100%.
Like that's the beauty. I mean, that's how Lav made it.
Dude, 100%. And one of the other things that I suck at remembering, that my fiance is good at reminding me, My therapist is good at reminding me. My friends are good at reminding me. You can calculate streams, you can calculate all these things, but you cannot calculate how it makes somebody feel.
Boom.
And I'm so bad at remembering that, dude. Because it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, that's great, but I need to put food on the table, you know? But I remember when Forgot About You came out the first time, not on the record, like as a single in 2023. I got a text from a friend in LA, and she was writing with some artist that I think is great. And he brought that in as a reference of what they wanted to do that day. And I'm like,
that's nice.
Shit, dude. This song did shit compared to what I wanted it to do.
Okay.
But like people are, when they hear it, they resonate. And I'm such a hypocrite because I'm going to leave here today and hyper focus on how things are doing.
Yeah.
But like you can't calculate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how many other people sat in their car and was like, this is a ripper, or were like, I want to write something like that. You know what I mean? You can't calculate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that about those songs. I love those songs.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I mean, the whole thing is very well rounded. That whole album. It's
Thanks.
got like it's got your slow, it's got your mid tempo, it's got your upbeat.
Rippers.
You did a great job.
Thanks, bro.
Is there any songs that on that album that you're like, oh my gosh, like you like more now than you?
I'm in a very different place.
Oh yeah.
Than I'm engaged now. You know.
Duh.
Congratulations.
You know,
thanks. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I'm in such a different place, and I think that's part of the reason that like Dylan Brady stuff, for lack of better words, is on a back burner right now, because I'm like, I need to write new things about what I'm feeling right now.
Reprocessing.
Yeah, because I'm like, I have a lot of songs from then that didn't make the record that I could put out, but I'm like, I don't really want to say that right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go on the socials and like pretend I'm still in that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the way I look at that record now, I'm in such a different place emotionally, and what excites me. But I think I just look at that record and I look at certain songs on there as like just being really proud of the craft of it, and also proud of myself for getting through it. Yeah. But in particular, the song Still Looking For You Everywhere. That song showed me I had a record. I had written all these other songs just to write them with no intention of putting them out. And I wrote that song by myself very late one night. And it was different chords and feel and melodies than my usual. And I was like, wait, that feels like the last song on a record. And it ended up not being the last song. Gradual, the title track, ended up being the last song to end it on a happy note. It would have been criminal to end it on Still Looking For You. It would have been too sad. But I look at that song and I look at the craft of it. I look at the honesty of it. I look at the hook of it. I look at the simplicity in the production that I'm really proud of. I look at all of it, and I think that will be one of the songs I'm most proud of for a long time. And it's so interesting. There's a time and place for every song, dude. Like, I look at that song, and like, you know, you go and play that for a stadium, they might resonate, but like, it's not a stadium song. Mm-hmm. You know, Forgot About You feels more like that, or these pitch songs I've been written, like, you know, been written, sound country, been writing lately, that it's like, there's a time and place for everything, dude. And like
100%.
That song, although it might not be the most commercial song I've ever written by a long shot, still there's some commercialness to it, but like, it is just, that is a diary right there. And I will forever be very grateful for that song. And very, very proud of that song. And a lot of the songs on that record, it taught me that I can produce my records on my own. You know, it really pushed me in a lot of ways. I can write songs on my own, all these things, but that song in particular, even just like other people that I really look up to or admire, friends of mine that are incredible, like that song is always the one that they talk about, or they show their friends when they talk about their friend Dylan.
Yeah, and that's why I think I was saying it's very well rounded, because you do have your rippers, but like you have those songs like that are like, wait, like if somebody, that's what allows you to have super fans, because you have that even more, like, nothing against Forgot About You and Lose My Mind.
You hate it, I get it.
Yeah. But it almost sets them up to be what they need to be.
Right.
And it is true artistry. It's something for listeners to indulge in, as opposed to just a bucket of singles. Like, that's nice, man. Like, that, to me, that is the artistry. Like, kudos to you for doing that. I just put out a song 2 weeks ago for the first time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? Fake Willie fan over here.
Yeah. No, but it's a ballad, and it's super similarly to what you were saying, it was almost like the song was almost, it felt like an afterthought. And it was the quickest I've ever written a song with somebody.
Interesting.
And usually I'm like, hypersensitive on stuff and like to sit on it. But it was just one of those things I'm like, I'm gonna record that one. And ended up being something that I thought would be like a later down the road thing. I was like, no, let's make that the first one.
Wow.
And I'm with you. Like, I don't think it's gonna like do anything crazy.
Could.
Yeah, and it could. And I think there's ways to do it and like put it in places I think where it could do something. But it is its own little thing. It's not like a banger. It's not upbeat. It's just a ballad. And for an artist, I think you have to write the ballad. You have to write something that doesn't feel like, oh, I just have to do this because I need to make money. It's like, no, like, the point is to write what's true to you today.
Oh, 100%, dude.
And you did. And that made the album, and it makes what your album is today. You know?
Thanks, bro. I'm so good at telling other people, like, whether it be my friends who I think are unbelievable talents and unbelievable people, or my fiance who I think, I'm her biggest fan as a person and as an artist, where it's like, she's putting out this record in the next few months, and this morning, transparently, she was pretty anxious. She's like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, it's like, what if this does nothing? I'm so good at telling other people. It's like, dude, you never know what's going to happen. And then when it comes to me, I am so bad at seeing that. But, like, you're sitting there saying, who knows what it's going to do? And I'm like, but it could.
Yeah.
Never would say that about myself. It's something I really need to work on. But it's hard, dude. It's so hard. This job is so personal. It's an extension of you. You put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. And every song, as I just said, is an extension of you. You want it to do something, put food on the table, and connect with people and all those things. And it's hard to remember yourself.
Yeah. So talk about like the day-to-day music journey for you right now. I mean, are you writing every day pretty much? Like what, are you independent? Are you signed?
Yeah. So right now I'm in between my deals. I'm having a lot of great conversations. I'd gotten out of my first record deal and my publishing deal in 2022. So it's been a while, and I've loved being independent, especially as an artist, and as a songwriter. It's very affirming to see things work on your own.
Yeah.
And I've loved that, but I also, just being transparent, would like a little more stability right now. And so right now, as I said, I love, and I think I've had to learn this about leaning into like where you're feeling creative. And so right now, creatively, I'm really, and also as I said, like for Dylan Brady artist stuff, like I need to write some more songs about what I'm feeling right now for Dylan Brady. And like, I don't want to be posting and pretending I'm feeling something I was feeling 2 years ago, even though there's plenty of songs. I'd rather just be real and honest and authentic. And where I'm feeling creative right now is I'm writing pretty much every day. I'm writing and I'm doing track in most of the rooms.
Are you scheduling your own stuff right now?
Yeah.
So nobody knows how much of a feat that is.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, especially when you're trying to do it every day consistently and consistently come in.
Work with everybody else's schedules.
Yeah, and also, as I said, I'm doing most of the tracks, and so like it's a lot of work, but I love it so much. Where what I'm getting to right now is I'm writing pretty much every day, looking for a new publishing deal in the next few months, and it's just, as I said, leaning where I'm creative. Like I think lately I've been doing so much country pitch and artist rights that aren't for me, and I'm loving it and feeling so fulfilled. But also, as I've been away from Dylan Brady, I think I am feeling and also this job is like, you have abilities that, like, if somebody were to tell me 10 years ago I'd be like producing for other people and music directing for an artist right now, I'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm going to be Justin Bieber in a year. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't always go that way, and you never know where it's going to go. But lately I've been really leaning into other things that I'm capable of, and it's been really fulfilling and affirming. Like Abbey, my fiance, I keep talking about her, but she's a great example. Like I got asked to do this music directing job, and I was like, I don't do that. And she's like, yeah, but you can.
Yeah.
And so I've just been saying yes to things, and it's been very fulfilling, but simultaneously I am missing I'm missing saying something for myself. Another thing I'm excited about is Abbey and I are going to do a side project in the next few months. We've already started making a little record together, and it is so unintentional but so special. Like, we just like randomly started writing songs together and have no expectations, but watch that be the thing that. And it's like, hell yeah, dude. Then you can tour with your fiance and have babies and bring them on there. It's like, we're both like, well, if that's the thing, then that's the thing. So yeah, I feel like I'm a little all over the place with what I'm saying, but
you're in the right spot, man.
Yeah,
it sounds like what you're going through right now is really going to set yourself up for your next project.
I saw something the other day. I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like, the seeds you plant isn't the fruit you grow, or fruit you eat.
Yeah.
It is the fruit you grow, not the fruit you eat. Meaning, like, you got to plant the seeds. And lately, I feel like I've just been planting seeds, as far as like just what I'm doing creatively and what I'm leaning into. And knowing that, like, I am writing the best songs I've ever written right now, and I'm operating consistently, and I'm like, I need to lean into that, whether that's for Dylan Brady or for Pitch or for whatever it is. And if I keep doing that and putting my head down, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think if you could just like say the most challenging thing for you right now, like in the industry, and how are you sustaining it? And there might not be one answer, but just
the most challenging thing is spilling tea all over my computer last night, so I have to go to Apple Care today, or I have to go to the Genius Bar at 2 o'clock. Oh, it's so challenging. So stupid. I was showing Abbey the song we wrote yesterday, and I turned around to look at her, and I hit my cup all over my computer, like all over my computer. So that is currently the most challenging thing. But I just will be transparent with you. And I talk about this all the time with my friends. This job is ups and downs. And so, like, it is a bit... Can I curse? I can, right?
Yeah.
It is a brain fuck to be in a worse financial place at 27 than I was at 17, when I had signed all my deals, and now I've been out of them for a few years on purpose, and am so excited about what I'm doing. But, like, my bank account looks a lot different now than it did then. And, you know, I'm getting married in 10 months, and I want to have kids, and I'm like, holy shit, these seeds better frickin' grow into some fruit soon. So just being transparent with you, like, and I talk to a lot of my friends about it. I have friends that have had worlds of success and should have worlds of success more, but are in a very similar position, that it's like, damn, like, we are creating at a high level right now, but the numbers and the bank account do not look it right now.
Thank you for saying that.
But it will.
Yeah. It's hard to remember that. Nobody talks about this. Nobody talks about that.
Because you don't want people to know, you know?
Yeah, but it's like, you got to be honest. Like, that's what drives conversation, and like, people want to hear this. People want to understand, like, how people are struggling, and what's their solution, or what do you think their solution is? Like,
dude, 100%. You also, bro, what 17-year-old needs a record deal to give him money and a publishing deal to give him money and know nothing? I'm like, damn, I would have done things way different. You know what I mean? It's not like I spent on stupid shit, but like, you don't think about the future, where it's like, now I'm 27, I'm 10 years older than I was when I got all these things and was in a financial position that I have not been in since. And it is a brain fuck, but and it is very challenging. And the thing I'm grateful for is I have a fiance that I love and does the same thing as me. She wrote a song the other day, and it's so sweet. It made me cry. It's called The Lottery. And it's basically like the verses, and they're way more poetic than what I'm about to say. It's like, you want to give me all these things, and you can't right now, but it's okay because I won the lottery with you. And it's like, the second verse is like, I'd bet on you, I'd bet on me, I'd bet on us. And it's like, it's gonna work. I have somebody that believes in me, and I believe in my somebody as well. So I'm very thankful for her. I'm very thankful for my friends that do the same thing as me, that understand. I'm very thankful for my family that gets it. It's the first, being transparent, it's the first time in my 10 years in Nashville I've been totally financially independent. It's the first time I was like, hey, Dad, I may need a little help. And that is terrifying at 27 years old. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I was supposed to be Justin Bieber 8 years ago. You know what I mean? And so that is the most challenging thing right now. But I am so excited creatively. I am on... one of the things that I've been working on is backing myself. Abby's very good at backing herself. She'll tell you right now she does this because she has a gift. Like, you won't hear those words coming out of my mouth because I don't want to sound arrogant. But I am, like, operating creatively at the top of my game, and it's only a matter of time till that evens out again.
Yeah.
And that's scary, and it's hard to remember, and I'm thankful for the people that remind me of it. And, you know, dude, my therapist, speaking of him, his name's Jared, and we call it Jerapy. He made a really good point to me, and I've used it with a couple of my friends who, once again, dude, I am not the only one feeling this way. Almost all of my friends are feeling this way, unless something has randomly worked for them recently. My therapist, Jared, he said that, you know, if you look at the people that are doing this at the highest level, the artists that are selling out arenas, selling out stadiums, he said, do you think they have more time or less time for their family and friends than you? And I said, probably a lot less time. And when we started talking about this, it was early on in Abbey and I's relationship. He said, if you know, if it had worked by now or worked this year off of this record or whatever it is, he said, do you think you'd have more time or less time to put time into your relationship with Abbey and get to where it's been and, you know, to be creative and all these things? I'm like, less time. He said, everybody's winning somewhere and everybody's losing somewhere. And I'm like, I got to remember where I'm winning. I have a beautiful, amazing fiance that I am so obsessed with. I have friends that I get, dude, the friends that I have, I get to make music with them, and they get to, you know, I get to just go fishing with them. Fishing?
Yeah, fishing.
From Georgia. I get to go see my nieces because they live an hour away. It's like I'm winning in so many places. And right now I might be losing in the bank account department, but it is not forever, and I have all these things that I am winning. And it's just like so hard to remember.
I appreciate your perspective and the transparency there too. That's what people want.
It's hard not to be transparent because I can't lie. You know what I mean? I'm like, what am I going to say? Yeah, nothing's challenging right now.
Yeah.
You know, that's
the worst thing you can do as an artist is lie.
Yeah, dude. I want to be authentic. Like, yeah, it's scary right now, but I'm making great music, and I'm like, it's going to work.
Yeah.
It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. And all my people keep telling me, and I keep telling them it's going to work. It's like only a matter of time. One of my favorite stories, I was listening to another podcast. It was Ben Johnson on And the Writer Is a couple years ago. And he said that he told two stories. One was Harrison Ford moved to L.A., and I'm probably going to butcher the story, but moved to L.A. with like 25 other people that he knew moved around the same time. After 3 years, there was 18 of them. After 5 years, there was 10 of them. After 10 years, there was 4 of them. After 15 years, it was just him. He's like, I just stuck around. And he said, Ben Johnson said he was going to quit, called his mom, said, I'm done. She said, give it a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was. And it's when Lee Bryce singled his song and Justin Timberlake cut his song. It's like, you just stick around. And
is music ever going to leave you, man?
No, dude, 100%. And like,
even if you say no, it's not. it's definitely not going to leave you. It's going to find you the next day.
Oh, dude, 100%. And I saw this thing the other day. It's like, it's scary right now. It's just because you're at the place where other people quit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, dude.
It sounds like you are firing from all cylinders, and it's gonna like really come to fruition.
It better.
Well, I was gonna ask you like, and I know we only have a couple minutes left, but I was gonna ask you like, how do you get creative? What are the, you know, for people that are listening, what are your minimums? You know, like, okay, I'm about to create. What do I need to do today? Or like you're prepping, whatever. It sounds like you don't need anything. It sounds like you're firing. Like it doesn't matter. But love to hear that.
It's not that every day.
Yeah.
I think I brought it up before, but I attribute a lot of my like just consistency to being in my earlier deals where like I had to like learn to be consistent every day and be creative every day and like do the job of it. Where like growing up, you know, you write songs when you're feeling it. Yeah. And so I think I learned to pull shit out of my ass when I need to pull shit out of my ass. It's very messy. And then I feel like for myself creatively, at least as a songwriter, and writing the songs I either write for myself or for pitch or for other people, I'm a very idea-centric writer. So like I'm just like always looking for ideas. Every day I'm listening to conversations, anything to find something, and I'll write down the bad ideas to get to the good one, because it's like if I'm just in the habit of like writing them down, it might be like a shit idea, but at least I'm in the habit of doing it, so the next one's a good one.
Boom.
And so at least creatively it's that. And once again, I think it's also just trusting myself. You know, as I said, writing that last record, like really taught me to trust myself and feel confident in like what I do in the room. And then on top of that, like I've brought him up a few times, but like my buddy Stu is a great example of like feeling comfortable in the room. Like, he's one of my best friends in the world. Like, I can say anything in that room. If I'm in a room where, like, it's very few and far between, but I've been in a couple sessions over the years where, like, whoever I'm writing with is just kind of a dick. I cannot be creative, especially if I'm writing for me. I'm like, there goes my vulnerability. There goes me wanting to say anything in front of you. I can maybe pull it on my ass a little bit if it's not for me. Like, I can just do the job. But, like, I think I need to feel comfortable. And dude, I think sometimes we forget in this job, there's so much, like, emphasis on, like, post on the internet, do it every day, all this shit. It's like people forget that, like, you have to live to be creative. You have to, you know, experience things. You have to lean in where you're feeling creative and be comfortable. And I thrive more when I'm comfortable in the room. That's why, like, yeah, I'll write with people. I'll write with, if I get, you know, added to a session that I've never written with them before, I'm happy to do it. But it's so important to me to write with the people that I feel comfortable with and that I love, because they're the ones that, you know, our lives are going to change together.
Yeah. And you live for that moment in the room. So you have to be with those people.
100%.
Yeah. Hill and I are working on something that kind of aligns with that in the room perspective. Is there, to me, you can release a great song. Like, you release those two ones I mentioned that I think are amazing, and they have gotten traction, but you're right. Like, it deserves to be heard more, and you can release a banger and it is not a banger to the world now.
Right.
And to me, that's releasing a banger now, unfortunately, is only 20% of the way there.
100%, dude.
And it's all about the story behind the song and what Hill and I are building and testing, and would love to include you, and we'll talk more about this.
Yeah.
But we're running some collaboration episodes, meaning, like, we are filming in the room from the birth of an idea.
Sick.
And then, like, taking it, whether it's, you know, done acoustically that day, or maybe it's just we're creating a vibe and we don't really care, you know?
Sick.
And just, like, seeing the collaboration, seeing the question marks, the discussions, the pivots, like, all of this. So obviously won't be like a 3-hour thing, but you compress it down and you get to see the moments.
Right.
And to me, that's like a bucket, you know, to be the story behind the song. Like, you were just talking about yesterday, like, when that moment happened, when you were screaming, like, wouldn't it be nice to have all those little moments?
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
Oh, and then the moment where everybody's jumping up and down, dude, like, who's not going to want to watch that?
Yeah, dude. It feels like a TV show.
Yeah. And it's like,
I love that
can be a part of the song. And to me, I think there's such an opportunity to do that, especially in this town, where it showcases, like, there's this one guy that I work with that I love. His name's Jeff Roach, and he's incredible musician, plays the drums, incredible piano player. When he went and played on Hill stuff,
cool,
last year, he was warming up and he played 5 different hits that were not written yet, just starting.
Damn.
And I was like, nobody sees this, or not enough people see this. I want to showcase this guy.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to see that he's not the artist, but I want people to see also who made that artist.
Right.
And so I'm so excited about this thing that we're building beyond like the podcast.
Well, speaking of building your podcast, I have to tell you, I'm obsessed with the name being your uncle names. And the reason being is, one, it's so funny, but two, you know, as I mentioned, I have my nieces in town, and so I'm Uncle Didi. Nice. And like, I'm actually, funny enough, I just got asked to do a song for this kid's record recently, and I just had my nieces in mind, and simultaneously, like, that's something I'm also really passionate about, is like doing that. Like, I want to do a little project for a kid's project called Uncle Didi, and I wrote a children's book this year. I'm looking at getting published soon, and I, like, when I saw that you guys did it, your uncle's names, I was like, oh my God, I just love that. Like, I love that. Those names always have a ring to it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Uncle Didi, like, even Abbey calls me Didi now. And it's like, you know.
Was it supposed to be Didi, or did it just...
No, the way it worked was, and I don't know how y'all's nieces and nephews are, but we would always be like, can you say Dylan? Can you say... My brother's name is Cody, but he goes by Coco.
Okay. All right.
And it's so cute. And when Ava, my oldest niece, she's just turned 5, which is crazy. When she was a baby, she'd go, Coco. But we'd say, can you say Dylan? Can you say Cody? And for some reason, and I've noticed this with other kids, they tend to just, like, hyperfixate on, like, the first syllable. And so, like, it'd be like Dylan, and she'd go D. or Cody, can you say, and she go, Coco.
Yeah.
And so now it's just stuck.
That's such a good way to put it. That's what happened to me. I was supposed to be Uncle Willie, and Ford, my first nephew, couldn't pronounce the W and Willie, so he resorted to B, and he said B.
I'm obsessed with that, dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I wanted to be Willie. I don't want to be Willie anymore.
Oh my God, dude. When Ava's maybe done it one time, my oldest niece, my youngest niece, her little sister is next month going to be 2. And so she still says Dee Dee, but Ava one time said Uncle Dylan. And I was betrayed. Like,
how dare you?
And I was like, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
It's Dee Dee. Sorry, but you're wrong, miss.
And Hills is so funny, like Ella. So some people are like, wait, there's 2 guys on the show.
Right.
Like Bilby and Ella. I'm like, so what?
Yeah,
like,
dude, 100%.
His story's better than mine. It's incredible. But
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that, dude. As I said, like that's a big part of my life as well. And writing that children's book and doing this kids project.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. I want to do a YouTube channel for it too, like with fun little songs and stuff. And
dude,
there's only so much time in the day though. That's you gotta.
It'd be a great piece when you start doing that. It's like, I started writing a children's song, but then it became a Dylan Brady song.
Right, then, dude. That's what's fun about this other record I just got asked to do. We wrote a song. There's a record that this distribution company called Platoon put out called Growing Up Country, and they had Brett Young, they had Ray Lynn, all these people, and they're doing an album called Growing Up Pop, and so they asked me to do it. It's Jaden Michaels. She's an artist in town. She's got a couple kids, and so a lot of her branding and everything is around her kids now. So she's executive producing the record, and so they asked me to do it. And we wrote a song, and it's just so fun, dude. We wrote a song called "Say Cheese," and it's like, whether or not I even got a camera on me, I'm showing my teeth, and I'm gonna say cheese, and it's just it's just fun. And as I said earlier, dude, there's just so many ways to be creative. And writing that book this year and all these things, it's just I just love creating.
We'll have to have an episode too on after you go through the whole children's process even more. Dude. That'd be sick.
Thanks, dude.
And with new project work stuff.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Is there anything else you want to mention or?
Oh man,
I didn't bring up?
Don't spill tea on your computer.
Yeah.
I want to mention how good of a goalie you are.
Thanks.
And not only how good of a goalie you are, you have a rocket of a right leg.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I need to mention that every game when Will and I play soccer, I attempt a bicycle kick. Whether it's near me or not, I at least have to attempt one. And the last time I had scored one was in high school. Nobody got it on video. And to this day, I've been attempting it. And Will, in our indoor game, threw one right over the top.
Yeah, it was a throw, right?
It was a throw over the top. And I was, I had to attempt it. And, dude, we've had a few where, it'll hit the goalie or it'll hit the post or go just wide or I'll totally miss it. Last game, remember the outdoor game? I literally almost did a full backflip because I was so invested in trying to get another. But we were playing indoor. Will threw it perfectly over the top.
Yeah, it was indoor. It's not full field.
No, I bet you could. It was indoor and throw it right over the top.
That was money.
Rip it into the net, bicycle kick. I don't know if you know this part, but, you were screaming, the team was screaming, other team was kind of screaming too. And I'm screaming. I run off the field, go over to Abbey, give her a hug. And I'm like, okay, I retire. I'm subbing out. A few seconds later, I go, did I look cool? Or did I look like I was flailing? She goes, I got bad news. I didn't see it.
No.
Dude. I was like, you what? She goes, I looked at my phone for 1 second, and then she looked up because everybody was screaming.
Do you remember that one girl that was she's not a huge influencer, but she's a soccer influencer in town or whatever that was videoing your stuff? We were playing your team.
Yes.
That wasn't that game, right?
No, okay. I wish, because we would have had it on video.
But I know you tried it, and I was like, you did something cool. You did a double meg or something.
Oh, shit.
And it was crazy.
Did she have it on video?
I think that girl was still videoing. I don't know if she got that actual clip.
We need to get her information.
I don't remember. Yeah, we got to get her.
Roll the clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, dude, it was unbelievable, and Abby didn't see it. And
we'll have to get another one.
Bro, we have to get another one.
We need to do a sign language thing where we know we're about to do it. You know what I mean?
I think I'm just going to say, Will, give me the ball. Bicycle kick time. Without fail, just to throw that thing high,
Yeah, we'll have to do it.
Oh, dude, you made my dreams come true.
And we'll make sure we get it on video.
Oh, dude, I know. But yeah, that was so fun, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we'll have
sick.
more moments for
Yeah,
sure.
dude, 100%.
All right, I'm going to end this on a little shotgun questions.
Oh, sick.
Only have 4 of them, but they'll land. All right, ready?
Yes.
Who's your dream collab, artist, feature, and or songwriter right now?
Abby Cohn, my fiance.
Ah, nice.
We're
Good
doing a
answer.
side project together. And
Good
it's
answer.
Been very fulfilling.
One
And Justin Bieber, I can't forget that.
Okay, nice, good. One artist people should be paying attention to right now.
Oh shit, dude. Paying attention to right now. Oh, I know this is supposed to be shotgun, but I actually do need to think about that for a second. I think they're paid attention to, but I think the world of my best friends in Seaforth.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're some of my main collaborators. I think the world pays attention to them, or they did. They need to again.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're unbelievable,
super
and they're my favorite people in the world. And then my buddy Stu and his duo, the Rec Laws.
Oh, the Red Claws. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So those are. I know that they've had their success and everything, but truly, I don't think there's anybody better.
Awesome.
And Abby Cohn.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Favorite newer plugin that you're using right now,
Oh shit.
or go-to synth?
I have 2 answers for that. My favorite is it's not even that great, but it's this free plugin called Free Tilt. And it's literally just a distortion with almost like a little fresh air on top too. And like me, speaking of Seaforth, we use it every session. Every single time. We're like, little tilt on it.
What
and
do
we
you use, a little snare, or what do you use it on?
vocals,
Oh, cool.
synths, anything. It gives it just like, it's like, once again, it's like a little bit of fresh air on top and also has a little bit of drive. And
So it
it's
almost feels
so
like
sick.
analog again.
Oh yeah, it's so sick.
That's nice.
So Free Tilt and Pro Q3.
Oh,
I need to get 4, but
Fab is great.
Yeah.
Latest favorite concert you've been to?
Oh wow. Latest favorite concert I've been to. I keep plugging her, but Abbey's CMA Fest was her.
Woo!
Was my favorite show she's ever played.
Does she know she's getting free promo like this?
She should. Hopefully she promos me on podcasts. I'd say that, and then yeah, I'd say that. That was my
Nice.
favorite concert. I love these shotgun questions. I'm sure you had more.
I know. Maybe next time.
Yeah,
but,
dude.
Dylan, thanks for coming on, man.
Dude,
it was
thank
a pleasure.
you. I love this. I love just talking, dude.
Yeah, man. We can do it more. We can do it more for
Please,
sure.
dude. I really appreciate it. It's so fun. I think what you're doing is awesome. Love the uncle names. I just love, once again, I love what you're doing. And on top of that, you're such a good person. And it just makes it so easy and so comfortable and so good.
Likewise, brother.
Thanks, bro. Well done, dude.